On 10th January this year, schools were officially reopened after almost 2 years closure due to the COVID-19 pandemic to allow pupils and students to resume their studies. While addressing the nation ahead of the reopening of schools, the Minister for Education and Sports, Janet Museveni, cautioned school owners to avoid charging exorbitant school fees.
Parents should not be asked to pay higher school fees than what they were paying before school closures.
Despite the plea, schools have continued to hike school fees, especially those ones by private individuals. Now, a group of activists have dragged government to court through the Attorney General to compel the Education Minister to pass a regulation for school fees and other non-tuition charges as required by Section 57 of the Education Act.
That the schools, private, public, have wantonly increased at their own want. And we believe that this is unfair to the Ugandans who are already facing problems of recovery from COVID-19. So we are seeking for a declaration of mandamus to the Minister of Education to invoke her powers under Section 57 of the Education Act that enjoins her to make regulations about fees. We haven't seen any regulation about fees.
The group under the Coalition for Quality and Affordable Education claims that some schools have now become businesses abandoning their role of providing education.
Education is a human right. When the parents fail to educate their children because of the high cost, that means those children are not enjoying their right to education. We can't let education be sacrificed at the altar of profit.
Education is a social amenity. It is an equalizer. It cannot be reduced into a commodity. It is a public good. It should be affordable, it should be of good quality, and it should be accessible.
According to the lawyers, some of the requirements asked by schools are absurd and unnecessary.
Why should one pay fees and also required to take toilet paper to the school? Is the toilet paper for the headmaster or for the students? Some schools are asked to take rugs. How can you take a rug as a school requirement?
Andrew Karamaji from the Coalition for Quality and Accessible Education says they have come up with a bill they think will help the education sector.
For instance, at intermediate level, no school should charge beyond this amount. When you go to secondary, no school should charge beyond this amount, or education service provider for that matter.
After filing the suit, the lawyers are to serve the Office of the Attorney General, who will prepare a response to the claims. Flavian Inkuze for CTV PM Edition.
Tina.